I just saw you flicker that really good. Can you do that again? Oh my God. Look at that.
Whoa. They had a full group of 16 people coming in and out of the cemetery, and they were all in like a little hut talking about the history of one certain tomb. And then all of a sudden, like 2 or 3 people kind of focus on another part of the cemetery. And the tour guide was like, why are you guys looking over there? And they're like, did you not just see that man? And they saw a shadow figure, and he was 30 feet away from them, and when they tried to get closer, he just vanished.
I feel really nauseous right now.
I have like a pretty wicked headache too, I'm not gonna lie.
You have a migraine?
Yeah, not a migraine, just like a headache right here.
Whoa.
That's it. Oh, look, babe. It's doing it again. Thank you for showing us that you're here with us.
You said yes?
Yeah. Why? Oh, look.
Whoa.
Why are you making us feel sick? Is that how you feel?
What's up, guys? Welcome back to the vlog channel. We have a brand new series coming out right now called The Night of Horrors. In 5 episodes, we're going to take you to our favorite spots here in the East Coast, Halifax, outside of Halifax. Basically, what we're going to do in this episode is give you guys 4 of our favorite locations here in Halifax and bring you guys to them, talking about haunted history, talking about history, cool stuff that's happened in the past.
I'm excited to share all the dark history of Halifax with you guys.
It's going to be a lot of dark history. I'm just energized today. I got all this energy ready to just burn in this video and in this series. I'm totally excited because we do have merch out. Our Halloween merch has finally arrived. Sponsored by local artist, her brother from Ontario. If you guys do want to go check out our merch, it's down below. mendzmerch.com. It's in the description if you guys haven't seen it yet. I want to say one thing before we actually get into this series and in this episode. Happy October, guys. It's finally here. Spook month finally snuck up on us. 2021.
Finally, I think this is our favorite season of the year.
Favorite. You guys know we do a lot of haunted stuff. I mean, all year round is pretty much haunted for us.
Yeah, all year round is Halloween for us,
yeah.
So.
With all that being said, guys, merch is down below. If you guys do want to go follow our main channel, we do make a lot more haunted and urban explorer videos. So if you guys want to check that out, and if you're stumbling across this channel for your first time, it's in the description below. Ready to do this?
Yeah, let's get to the history.
Let's go.
Okay, so here we are at our first location. This one is called St. Paul Anglican Church, and it is the oldest church and the oldest building in Halifax. It was founded in 1749, and there's actually some pretty dark history.
There's also something really interesting about this spot that we wanted to share with you guys. And matter of fact, this is probably just any normal looking church, but like Chill said, it was founded in 1749, which I'm pretty sure was when Halifax was founded. So I think it was even older before they even settled in as Halifax. However, there's actually a crypt inside there, and they have 20 bodies buried in there underneath the floor. So before Halifax had their first cemetery, they actually used to bury bodies here. There's approximately 20, and then after that they brought them to the old burial grounds, which actually is on the list for tonight. So this really fast became one of our favorite churches. Now one day we'll probably go inside, but until then it's locked up at night. And on the other side, something even more interesting occurred. Mm-hmm. Let's go show you guys.
Oh, you can't see it as well, but you can still see it. Okay, so back in 1917, that was a crucial year for Halifax history because that was the year that the Halifax explosion occurred. So when that happened, a man named John Baptiste was in this church on the 2nd floor. And he had looked out the window to see what was happening with the explosion, as he was unaware it was an explosion. And he was standing in the 3rd window up there, and the heat from the blast was so intense that it permanently like fried an image of him in this window. So this window is called the haunted window of the church, and it's been known for years and years and years, and a lot of people come and see it, and it's on all the haunted tours. And usually when the light is on in the church, you can see it a lot more. But if you look closely, on the top right hand side of the window, you'll be able to see an outline of a man. And that's where he was standing when he got blasted by the Halifax explosion and forever imprinted in this glass. So right behind me is the second location of the night of our first episode. So this is called the Stoddard House, and this actually wasn't the original building. So I'll tell you a little bit of the dark history before I get into the haunted side. So the dark history of this place was, it was known as the Halifax Orphanage, and it was built in 1857, just down the street from here. But it was destroyed in the Halifax explosion in 1917. And 21 people were residing at the orphanage at the time, and only 6 survived the explosion. So they built this one out of memory of the orphanage. So then they turned the Stoddard House into another orphanage. So back in World War II and the other world wars, it wasn't uncommon that when the father went to war, the children would get signed up in an orphanage. So a lot of children from war actually stayed here if their father never returned. Like any orphanage, they're not a place of happiness, and a lot of cruelty went down in them. The Stoddard House specifically, the staff didn't have a lot of training, therefore meaning the discipline was all based on whatever staff was working. So the very first thing that would happen when a child would get signed into the orphanage was that they had to enter the isolation room, also known as the horror room by the children. So this was a room that was about the size of a spare bedroom, and they would have 4 to 5 children at a time in this one little bedroom. They weren't allowed to leave, they weren't allowed to do any of it. They had to play, eat, go to the bathroom, sleep, everything in that one little room. And that was just to make sure that no diseases came in or out of the orphanage. If the children were caught roaming the halls after bedtime or were just doing something they weren't supposed to do, the staff would actually restrain them, a 4-point restraint, which means their arms, their legs, everything were restrained to the bed for the whole night so that they couldn't move. And if they peed the bed or anything because they weren't allowed to go to the bathroom, they were restrained longer or put into a straitjacket. So that's just some of the dark history of the Stoddard House. Now, since there's been so much cruelty and so much horror that's happened in this house, obviously there's a haunted side to it. So there's been a couple paranormal teams who actually have done investigations here. A medium was actually able to pick up that downstairs in the basement, there are about 7 children, and they're not very happy. She said that they're requesting presents in order to make things better. So the staff team actually took it upon themselves and decorated a small Christmas tree, and they forever leave it in the basement to honor those children. So a couple people have picked up that when they enter the building and they go into the basement, that there's something heavy down there, very negative feeling, which makes them want to get up and go right away. There's also another known spirit called Harvey, and he is famous in Halifax, and he's known to sit up in one of the top windows, in which would have been his bedroom when it was an orphanage, and all he does is he just watches people. He's harmless, but he resides here at the Stoddard House. No longer an orphanage, but it's just used as a resource center. And I was able to find a story about a child who actually resided here while it was an orphanage. She actually works here now. And the isolation room is actually turned into a tea room. She's saying that every time she's in that tea room, if the curtains are closed or the doors closed for too long, it sends her into full panic mode because it brings it right back to when it was the isolation or the horror room.
Alright guys, so we just pulled up to our third spot of the night. This is basically a really creepy backstory, but this is actually one of our favorite spots. We can't access it, but technically, back in the day, this is actually a heritage building as of 1828. And on the second floor, there actually used to be a doctor who ended up killing 2 patients from an abortion. They say you could actually hear a woman and a small child being heard. The doctor actually ended up killing both of them, the woman and the fetus. But I don't think those are actually the ghosts that haunt this. There's actually 2 people from the Halifax explosion that ended up dying that used to occupy this house. They actually looked up the archives and the history to this, and apparently 5 out of the 5 occupants of this house died in the Halifax explosion. I got 2 names out of the 5 people that used to occupy this house, and there was a 22-year-old woman named Edna Shaw and her 3-year-old named Mary Shaw. And what were the haunted claims again?
A woman and a baby crying.
Exactly, so it all makes sense. I think those are the 2 that actually haunt this spot. We're actually gonna move on to our 4th and final location of the night.
Yeah.
So I didn't know it was this busy on a Monday night. There's literally cars after cars, people yelling, partying and everywhere, and holy smokes.
Yeah.
That is spooky.
Spooky.
I can feel energy just like radiating off this
Oh yeah.
thing right here. Not too far from the Stoddard House, so basically our plans are here to show you guys around. Now some of you guys may have seen our vlog. We brought you guys here before. There's a few special characters in here that we were meaning to talk about last time and didn't get a chance to, so we're gonna cover that tonight and basically talk about them, show around. And we do have something really cool we're gonna end this off with, and it's locked. No way.
Yeah, that is definitely locked.
Are you serious right now?
Oh yeah.
They just locked the gate.
I didn't even know this place locked.
There's no way. I wish we can kind of hop this, but look at that. There's no way we can hop that. It's like, gotta like tear our guts out.
No, exactly.
That really sucks.
It's okay, we will come back tomorrow.
We can go around
No.
over there, and then we'll just pop right over.
It's gonna rip my...
You'll be fine.
No, we'll just come back tomorrow.
Alrighty, day 2. Alright, so completing this episode, we had to wait 48 hours in order to actually come back. That is because yesterday it rained really bad and we didn't want to do it in the rain, so we came back today, 48 hours later, to complete this, and it's open. Here we go, baby.
We're home.
We are home. We're gonna do something special at the end of this episode, and we do have somebody we're gonna cover, which we didn't get a chance to cover last time. Interesting to see the history on this place and the guy that we're about to talk about. But there's like over 12,000 bodies here in the cemetery. I've said it a million times before, but we are gonna actually do a special investigation at the end of this episode and basically see if we can crack down and contact any spirit here or the guy that we're about to talk about. Our main focus here is one guy and a story we're about to tell you. Now this one guy is actually really interesting, and there's a lot of interesting information that goes behind it. And yeah, we're gonna try and find a strip of tombs. Apparently there's one from an old ship called the Volage, and basically from what we were reading, this ship sailed from here to the Caribbean and they were delivering goods and whatnot, but they caught a disease called typhoid fever, and the 10 sailors, by the time they got back, all died.
Their bodies are buried at sea, but there is a tombstone in memory of all of them.
Whoa.
And another cool fun fact about cemeteries is back in the days, people used to actually have picnics in the cemeteries. So people would come and like celebrate with their family, whatever it was, like they'd come and have a legit picnic in the graveyards, and then over the years that became like taboo, and no one ever did it. But back in the day, it was very common for families to come here with their kids and have picnics.
Oh, okay, they're taking a photo. I thought they were doing a ritual for a sec.
I think it might actually have like I think like, what does this one say? No, that's just about the carved
The icons and stuff like that.
all for people doing photo shoots at cemeteries, but like don't step on the tombstones.
Are they stepping on the tombstones?
Yeah.
Oh, like she's like reaching right over.
I mean, that's fine, but like he's literally like on one of those things.
I mean, you can't really blame them, Chels. There's like over 12,000 bodies buried, so regardless.
No, I know.
You kind of
I just
like
mean that like be respectful still.
Alright guys, so we just set the tripod up in this other section of the graveyard here. Basically, we are about to tell you about a story about a shadow figure that is known to be seen here. Many people have, although it's downtown, you do kind of lose that, you know, scary, haunted sense, but it really is, matter of fact, haunted for what they say. And why don't you tell them what the heck is lurking here? I don't think it's one either, I think it's like multiple.
So it's actually another group that was doing like a haunted walk tour, and they had a full like group of 16 people coming in and out of the cemetery, and they were all in like a little hut talking about the history of one certain tomb. And then all of a sudden, like 2 or 3 people like kind of like focus on another part of the cemetery, and the tour guide was like, "Why are you guys looking over there?" And they're like, "Did you not just see that man?" He saw a shadow figure, and he was 30 feet away from them, and when they tried to get closer, he just vanished. Yeah.
So not only a few people saw him, like a bunch, I think the whole group, from what they say, or a good portion.
Yeah, a good handful of the group saw the shadow man, yeah.
So actually the first time we actually came, I'm gonna link the video down below, we actually came to do a vlog here in the daytime, and I swear I saw, from what, like to me, it looked like a shadow figure. Like very, very faint on the corner of my eye, but I remember saying that to you.
I mean, that's how most shadow figures will present themselves to you. It's usually in the corner of your eye or something.
You gotta keep in mind that this was founded in 1749 when Halifax actually became Halifax. And the church that we brought you guys to at the beginning of this episode, they used to bury bodies there. Like I told you guys, there's a crypt. They have approximately 20 bodies buried there. And at the time, they didn't have this cemetery. So after the 20 bodies were buried, by that time, they actually started building this one. So they were transferring bodies over to this place. And we got to keep in mind that this is pretty old. Like this is very, very old. So regardless if it's downtown, whether it's motorcycles, buses, cars, people, it is probably one of the most haunted places here in Halifax. So we like to say this spot is probably, like, legitimately the most haunted out of the whole city. So that's cool to kind of think about. So.
And don't forget, people are dying to get in here.
She says that every single time we pass the cemetery.
I have to.
That's a good one.
Thanks.
It's so bad.
I know.
Okay. With all that being said, we're gonna move on to another tombstone, a big one, which plays a really big part in the cemetery and in Halifax, and matter of fact, even America. Yo, I'm already getting stuff. Check that out. Did they dip out?
Yeah.
Alright, so just out of curiosity, I'm kind of testing out this K2. Oh, spiking a little bit, babe.
This tombstone is so massive.
This one here?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy. This one's like, this guy died at 45.
Yeah, that's young. That's really young.
So the tombstone that we're actually talking about is
over here.
Yeah, right over there actually. Yeah. All right, now it's actually getting creepy.
And we're the only ones in here now too.
Like I actually hope we don't get locked in here because of yesterday. So we gotta like, yeah.
I guess whoever comes to lock up the cemetery will obviously see our light. Yeah. Right?
Oh yeah, we found his little sign here.
His plaque, yeah.
This guy's actually crazy. Like I wouldn't want to mess with this guy. So yeah, this is what he looked like. Not gonna lie, I haven't even told the story yet, but I wouldn't want to mess with this guy. Look at this tomb though.
So why do you think this one's so tall? Like, do you think his body's like here?
No, I just think it's because, you know, he was a general.
So he's still on the ground?
He could be. He could actually be in there. This is why they kind of use these, like these big ones, to put the body in, right? I think it's big because like he was a general, you know.
Yeah, that's true.
So they wouldn't like cheap out and just put him in the ground, you know. Fortunately, we couldn't find the tombstones from the sailors that got typhoid fever. So we're moving on to this. This is General Ross's tomb. Really amazing backstory. Like, if this guy was alive, I would not in a million years mess with this guy from what he did. So basically, General Robert Ross captured Washington at the time, and he burnt down several buildings in the US, including the presidential mansion, which in fact was so burnt, the limestone was literally so burnt, they had to repaint it white. And basically this is why it's called the White House today. This guy not only captured Washington, but he like legitimately put a footprint in America, because they now call the White House because of this guy. And not only that, this guy actually inspired Americans to do their national anthem. So this is a really cool person to, you know, talk about and bring up in this series, because first off, I didn't know this when we actually first came here. And I think because of that, we're gonna do an investigation on this tomb right now. Hopefully we don't get locked in, because that could be pretty bad. So yeah, this guy was pretty cool at the time. He was one boss man or general. And they say in the cemetery, a lot of people, not only paranormal investigators, but a lot of people who step into the cemetery to come and check it out, feel lightheaded, they feel nauseous. Some people even get constricted throats here. No one really knows why. They want to say it's because of the typhoid people who contracted that virus back in the day, and they're trying to tell people, you know, how they felt and whatnot. A lot of people say it's, you know, the people just buried in the ground. What are you looking at? Do you see something?
I saw someone.
Seriously?
Yeah, I saw someone just quickly walk, like almost sprint.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Where? Like all the way down there?
No, not even. Like, you see where that tall statue is right there? The tall monument?
Seriously? Like
Yeah,
right here?
right there. He just
Already?
darted from here to zoom.
Like he literally just
Darted. Like he was.
You're serious right now, right?
He was walking. He was going places.
General Ross, is that you?
I don't think it was him.
Who do you think it is?
I don't know. He was really, really tall. Like 7 feet.
Wait.
He was
Whoa.
Yeah, big. I don't know if it was a guy. I'm just assuming.
All right. Well, I think it's time then.
Yeah.
This actually gives me like a very Halloweeny vibe. The cemetery is big like
which
that.
I love.
So yeah, we are. I guess we'll start our investigation now. If you can remember.
Yeah, follow the flashlight. So you see the flashlight?
Yes.
Went from here?
All the way there?
Yeah.
It's a long distance.
One more time. Here?
All the way over there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe we should investigate one of those tombstones after.
Yeah, well maybe we can walk over real quick. So maybe you should.
Sure. I'm gonna go walk the direct path that I saw the spirit in.
Alright, I'll follow you. Okay, I just have to point out one thing. Although we're like smack dab downtown, I'm kind of getting freaked out, like already. This actually gives off a really crazy vibe right now.
Okay.
Alright.
So I'm gonna walk the path. Picking up a little bit of energy, but
Was it spiking?
it just going like one notch up.
Oh, there we go. Is there somebody here? Can you walk over to the lady walking in front of me? Are you getting anything?
Nothing. Whoever it was is gone now.
It's gone?
It's completely gone.
Whoa, what is this guy?
I don't know.
I think I just saw someone too. Only thing is that there are some people walking on the outside of the gate, so there's a good chance that's what I saw. Damn, this is creepy. Happy October, babe. This is like where the ghouls and monsters come out, so.
This is where the witches hang out.
It's where the zombies come, babe. Alright, here, take this. We'll go over and
do some spirit box.
in case you guys did forget, there's like well over 12,000 bodies buried here, and only 10% of them are found or are marked. And like there could be. Do you feel that?
Feel what?
Seriously, right now. Did you feel that?
No, what did you feel?
I was like standing right here, and like I just felt like something hit me like in the head, like a gust of wind. Like it's
Weird.
windy, but it was like almost
like directly
at me.
Weird.
Yeah.
Like someone blowing?
Yeah, that's a better way to put it. General Ross, was that you? Hey, General Robert, are you here with us? My name is Lamar, this is Charles, and we came to have a few words. Do you have a message for us?
Should I help?
I don't know. What did that say?
I heard jump or John.
I'm trying to like hold it closer here because it's noisy. How many people are here with us right now? Two?
Two. That was very clear.
That was like a two. Like
Can you tell us who we're talking to, please?
I've never gotten two off of the necrophonic, I don't think.
There's like this weird, like misty stuff.
Really?
Yeah.
Like right here?
Yeah.
Alright, maybe move like right here then.
But it's weird because like, no, it's true. So.
Like is it like a spiritual?
I don't know. It could be.
Maybe try standing right here. Okay. See if it clears up. I really came to talk to you and ask you a few questions. Can I ask you some? I think that just said sure.
I heard that too.
Okay. How do you feel about capturing Washington? Were you happy that it happened? How did you feel about it?
It's really blurry again.
Really?
Yeah.
Some help? Hey Robert, Americans now know you by the person who made the White House the White House. How do you feel about that? Is it really blurry? Are you blurring up the camera right now?
But it's like everything is clear, but your face is blurry.
Oh, look at that. Look at that. It's actually going off a bit. Robert, was that you making it go off? Robert, was that you? Were you making that go off?
All you have to do is come towards this black thing on your tomb.
It's a device that will detect you, so we know you're here.
Yes. Alright, if you're here, make it go to a different color.
It's going. Thank you so much.
Are you with anyone else right now? I heard Haley.
You heard
Yeah. Are you with a girl right now?
I don't know what it is. I'm getting like, I feel really nauseous right now.
I have like a pretty wicked headache too, I'm not gonna lie.
You have a migraine?
Yeah, not a migraine, just like a headache right here.
That's weird because like I'm literally, oh my gosh.
I went to Orange.
Robert, is that you? I just saw you flicker that really good. Can you do that again? Oh my God. Look at that.
Whoa.
Thank you, Robert. Thank you so much. Whoa.
That's it. Oh, look, babe. It's doing it again. Thank you for showing us that you're here with us.
Robert, were you making me feel sick right now?
That said yes.
I said yes?
Yeah. Why? Oh, look.
Whoa.
Why are you making us feel sick? Is that how you feel? Can you tell us how you died? They just went to red. Said no. I have a massive headache.
You have a headache?
Yeah. I heard someone say burn.
Burn? This guy burnt over several buildings in the US.
That's true. How did he die?
He died basically in war.
Okay.
So like, this guy basically died in the commencement of his actions. So like he captured Washington or whatever, and soon after he was basically
Killed? Okay.
So they buried him here.
And he was from Halifax?
I honestly don't have it. I actually don't know. Find it really weird. Do you see something up there? I swear I just saw someone walk.
Seriously?
Yeah, like right over here. Corner of my eye. I swear I just saw somebody walk.
Geez, both of us tonight, eh?
I don't know if it was... I don't know, it's kind of tricky because people outside of the gate are walking, so I don't know.
It's getting pretty close to 8 though. We should probably get out of here before we get locked in.
I actually feel like I'm gonna barf.
Are you okay?
Yeah. I feel like I'm gonna puke right now. Like really bad.
I mean, didn't people say that you get like an upset stomach while you're in here sometimes?
Yeah, I don't know, that's what they say.
That could be happening to you.
Are you feeling that though? Like you don't feel that?
I don't feel sick to my stomach, I just have a really bad headache.
Like I actually feel really sick.
Okay, well maybe we should start making our way out of here.
Whoa, this is weird. I don't know what's happening to me.
Come on, let's start making our way out, babe.
Oh, this is weird. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's that spot.
Could be. I mean, you're also surrounded by like 10,000 other people who've died.
Did you? Okay, I just got the weirdest sensation. Looking at all of these tombstones, it almost felt like a huge family or a huge crowd was standing there. That was weird. Holy shit, it felt like a crowd of people just like instantly right there when I looked.
I mean, it's possible.
Okay, I think we should wrap this up. My mind's getting twisted right now.
Here, let's get going.